Hey everybody, it's Sick Boy Caden here. I'm feeling terrible right now, but I wanted to thank everyone who listened to the last episode and for all the support I got for it. This is going to be our second episode. It's our first one with a guest, and, leave your feedback, tell me if you like it. We're probably going to be doing a guest episode every other week, so, it's just something to mix up the format. As well, if any of you know how the fucking RSS feed works, that'd be helpful. Because I'd like to get this on iTunes, but it's straight up witchcraft if you ask me. Just as a reminder, like always, if you're a baby out there, stop listening right now. It's about to be Swear City, fam. Yo, let's get this bad boy up and a-running. I'm Caden, the whole thing.
I'm Dakota, only on Tuesdays.
Jackie, the slight disappointing.
And you're tuning into the Now Shouldn't We version of our podcast with the unspecial guest, Jackie.
Hey.
Say hello to the person.
Say hello to the man.
Jackie's mom. What?
Oh. So I heard you... So, Dakota, you had some stories built up, right?
I got a few to start us off, I guess, since we have to plan a few to start off, because we can't just pull this stuff out of midair. It doesn't work like that. Try it. It sucks.
I've been trying to pull stories out of thin air this whole time.
Yeah, I mean, it's not successful.
They're wily, like ghosts.
Like coyotes.
Or Jews.
It escalated so quickly.
Alright, I'll start out with, God, that time I broke a tooth.
How do you break a tooth?
Well, it's a bone.
Yeah, I know. Like with a hammer or like...
No, okay, I was ice skating with my cousin.
Okay.
At the time, I'm around 12 or 13, so I'm starting to get in that age where I'm rowdy.
Uh-huh.
I'm an Andrew fellow.
An Andrew boy.
Yeah, so we're ice skating, and we're doing the same... You know those boxes you lean on?
Yeah.
And
The
like...
milk crates.
Yeah.
What?
The milk crates.
Yeah, milk crates that keep you from falling. Well, they stack those for the taller kids.
Uh-huh.
Taller kid.
Yeah, you're a tall boy.
At 13, I was like 5'9"-ish.
I'm 5'5" now, so...
So we were like tossing it back and forth because I could ice skate, he could ice skate, we were fine. We were tossing it back and forth like this is football on ice, but it never leaves the ground.
Uh-huh.
And he tosses it to me, but it's a lot ahead of me, and I reach for this thing, and I just straight up trip.
Oh.
I bite this ice. My face hits first.
See, the way I thought this story was going to go is someone gave you some sort of... You were at the ice rink and someone gave you like a frozen apple, and you didn't know it was frozen, and you bit into it and you broke a tooth. But it's much more violent.
Yeah, there was an indention, not only in my tooth, but in the ice, where my tooth went, obviously. And I ran my tooth under what was the cold fountain water of that ice rink for a good hour and a half before my mom was like, okay, we're going to the dentist now?
Yeah, you see, I have chipped someone's tooth before. I've never chipped my own tooth.
What?
So, this...
Aiden was in a confrontation.
I was in a confrontation when I was a boy, when I was just a baby boy.
Baby boy body.
And we had a sort of confrontation.
That's gonna sound terrible.
Yeah, it's gonna sound like the worst. We had a confrontation in which one of my friends was like, "Hey, man, your brother's fat and lazy," and I
Just throwing out the...
and then I punched him in the face.
Yo, he's throwing shade. He's gonna lose some.
I also,
tooth.
a separate point, I did put, at a different point, I did put a metal rod in between his spokes while we were riding bikes.
Did this have any build up, or was he just like, yeah, your brother's fat and lazy, and boom, just instant punch?
Yeah, and then an instant punch. And then my mom was like, "Caden!" She took me in the other room and was like, "Good job."
Good job.
Really encouraging violence in the household.
See, that's what I did last time, and that whole thing fell over.
Yeah.
He just tried to, like, sit himself up on the same thing I did, except last time, everything collapsed.
You learn to maneuver around it.
Yeah, like, where to press, where not to press.
Yeah.
I have a story where I accidentally punched a kid.
How do you accidentally punch someone? You do a lot of
Trampolines.
things by accident.
Trampoline.
You accidentally chip a tooth. What was the last thing you accidentally did?
I don't know, dude.
Oh, you accidentally drank hard liquor?
Yeah, I accidentally drank bourbon and Coke. But anyway, I accidentally chipped this guy's... I don't know if he even lost it or not. He was young. We were like 9.
Yeah.
And jumping on a trampoline is fun, but when you have 5 people on a trampoline at the same time and you're flailing your arms around, it gets real.
Oh, I only had friends because I had a trampoline.
I
I was that kid.
Anyway, like, I'm doing this and I hit this kid full force with, like, a swinging arm.
Yeah.
And he's on...
Throwing arm
he
bars.
fell off. And he's, like, on the ground, because this doesn't have a net. This is a ghetto trampoline.
Uh-huh.
He falls off and he's laying on the ground crying and everybody's around him. While everybody's around him, like, oh, you okay? I dip I took my scooter and I'm out.
I have some great trampoline stories. That kid I punched in the face. One
You
time
still hanging out with this guy?
I hung out with him for a while. He's a good friend.
He's a good friend.
He did a backflip off my trampoline and landed right on his neck.
Oh yeah, I've done that. That
He was
sucks.
fine.
It sucks though.
Was it like a full flip and a half, or did he just barely get it to where he landed on his neck?
No, it was like a flip and a half.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that where he just tries to do a backflip and just like goes to a 180 and just like lands on his neck. But yeah, I've done that. It sucks whenever it's serious, but whenever it's like not serious, it's like everybody's so like, oh my god, did you die?
We had one of my favorite games with the trampoline was Caden stands on the trampoline and jumps around, and everybody else starts throwing stuff at him.
You're just like, oh my god. Dude.
Yeah, they just chuck stuff at me, and I would dodge it because of my sweet Matrix moves until I didn't dodge it, and I got really hurt.
Anybody throw a wrench?
No.
If you can dodge a wrench.
You can dodge a ball.
Yes.
You can dodge balls, which you almost had to that one time
Jack?
at the hotel.
Jackie and I were on a trampoline together recently,
Yeah.
and I've never felt more like an old man. I like threw my back out. It was bad.
I was out here like reliving my childhood,
And Caden.
and he's just like,
Back out.
I don't like this, and walks over to this bench and starts petting a cat.
Yeah, I did.
He's gonna start feeding birds.
I was an old man. I'm an old man in a
Oh
boy's
my
body.
God. I just
No,
remembered
I remember my friend's trampoline. We used to, you know, popcorn people on the trampoline. The dude in
Yeah.
the middle and
Yeah,
everybody
of course.
jumps, launches them up. We did that, but the
Classic.
dude that got launched up had to land on a yoga ball that was on the
Oh my
trampoline.
God.
That's terrible.
And the first and only time we did this, surprisingly, you know, it messed up. The dude, we popcorned him, and he wanted to land knees first on the yoga ball.
he face
He
planted.
landed. He went to land knees first, and it rotated him so
Oh.
hard. He did like a 450 off the trampoline and just onto the
Jesus
ground.
Christ.
Is he hurt like badly or?
He was knocked out, but he was
He was knocked out.
I mean,
That is not
yeah,
good
he
for
was
you.
pretty okay, and then when he woke
was
up, we
pretty
all just
okay.
kind of sat there like, this was the worst idea.
Jumping on a trampoline looks like it went 15 seconds in the octagon with Conor McGregor. Like, Jesus.
Popcorned onto a yoga ball onto the floor.
Exercise ball equals Conor McGregor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exercise ball
Um,
equals Conor McGregor. That's
oh.
the title, by the way.
Another thing happened to me.
That's the title.
Yes, actually, and probably now the background.
Yeah.
Enjoy that background.
Mm-hmm.
Recently, within
Yeah.
the last, it was last summer, not like last summer as in 2017, 2016.
Okay.
My uncle was throwing everybody in the pool. Like, you know how you get them on your shoulders, you're like, woo, and you
Yeah.
throw them and like see how far you can throw them. Little kids.
Uh-huh.
My uncle's like 45. And
Why is
he-
that a qualifier?
Yeah, he's in good shape for a 45-year-old.
Uh-huh.
He's in like decent shape. Runs a whole bunch of stuff.
Runs away from the police. He's
He's not. Don't want to say that.
your uncle.
If you could see the eye contact.
Anyway, so I
This
was
podcast
like,
should be the Awkward Eye Contact Podcast.
just for 10 straight minutes, we just stared at each other.
Uh-huh.
So sarcastically in the pool, I was like, hey, throw me, throw me. I weigh 150 pounds. And my 45-year-old uncle tried to throw me, and I went vertically.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just came down and, like, landed on his head.
Oh my God.
I chipped his vertebrae.
Holy... Jesus Christ.
The paramedics had to come and, like, take him, and...
Fuck me.
Meanwhile,
You almost
three of my...
paralyzed your uncle.
3 of my 10-year-old or younger cousins are just crying in the pool.
That's one
Yeah.
of those stories when you're in the hospital and you totally lied about what happened.
Uh-huh.
How'd you chip your vertebrae? Well, I tried to lawn dart my grandson.
Yeah.
Well, I
Don't say that. You're gonna
tried
be
to
like,
fight a bear.
Yeah.
I was just, oh.
That's a looser reclination.
Yeah, really. It
Reclination.
reclined like a ghost pushed it out. I was on my favorite practice on the trampoline. One of my favorite things to do was during the summer, we would just start spraying it down with the garden hose.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would cover it in water.
Yeah.
No,
So
it's
it would be
amateur shit, man. We
so
used
it would
to
be
put a
slick.
sprinkler under it.
Yeah, that's what we do too.
Right?
Which is terrifying because you'd almost die every time.
Oh yeah.
Jack, you have any stories? You have so many work stories.
I really felt like that sprinkler was going somewhere. Me too. We used to do it. You'd almost die.
Jack, you have a story?
Yeah, Jack, you have tons of work stories.
I mean, not really. I just have things that annoy me at work.
Jackie and I work at the same place.
Yeah.
We both work at a pizza place. It's great. We love our jobs, but there are humans at our jobs who are the worst, which is everyone who buys pizza.
As you said
Yeah,
last time,
it's-
cunts love pizza.
They love it.
That is the truest statement ever. Like, normal people don't order pizza.
Normal pizza. Normal pizza.
Normal pizza.
No, people who order weird pizzas are cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a guy comes in and orders a Hawaiian, he's a monster for his pizza choices, but he'll probably be a chill dude.
Okay, let's
Okay.
get a professional opinion here. As you both work at a pizza place,
Mm-hmm.
what is your opinion on pineapple on pizza?
They're
It's
monsters.
not the worst. Nothing is worse than black olive.
You're so stupid. Black olives are fine.
Am I saying pineapple's good? Fuck no.
So what you're saying
telling
is
you.
that pineapple is worse than sardine or whatever?
Anchovies?
Anchovy, yeah. I don't get it, so I don't...
I can appreciate an anchovy on a pizza. I think it's terrible. I think it smells like the worst. It's poison to my nostrils.
It seems like one of those things that looks and smells so disgusting it would be good. You're not gonna catch this.
Yeah,
stuff
like,
eating it.
No.
It's not gonna smell good. It doesn't look good, but you taste it and it's like, it's okay.
Yeah, it's just salty fish. It's just like salty fish on a pizza. I'm fine with a salty taste on a pizza, but a sweetness? No.
Really?
We get that from the sauce.
No.
And if, as anyone knows who works with Jackie, he is the sauce boss.
So I'm gonna get you a pineapple pizza with an unsweet tea on the side.
I will throw it in your face.
now-
So we haven't... I told you we were
We
gonna
will
get...
not
I told
have the-
you we're
we-
gonna reach this topic.
Jackie will not... Sorry, I'm just so used to yelling at Jackie when he's here.
I feel like I'm being thrown into things.
Dakota, we will not have the unsweet tea conversation.
Why not?
I hate it.
I know you hate it. That's why we want to talk about it.
No, I hate it so much.
Just go back to
But okay, can I at least tell them why you hate it?
Yeah,
Or
sure.
would you like to explain it? Because I feel like you can explain
Okay.
your side better than I could.
So,
Because I don't feel the same.
there is a problem in our country.
In our society.
In this society we live in.
It all stemmed from the 2017 election.
Yeah. So, right now, there is a problem where these cowards of men are describing tea that does not have added sugar in it as unsweet, which implies that they put sugar in it, then took sugar out of it, like monsters. Like straight-up
It's
monsters
like you
from
show,
Space Jam.
like you show an African kid like $20,000, give it to him, and then take it away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That would be unmoneyed child.
The money child.
That's my favorite.
You did say you
That's
would.
my favorite Harry Potter book, The Unmoneyed Child.
You would agree to a non-sweet tea though,
Yeah,
right?
non-sweet
Like
tea's
that.
fine.
That would be a good like
Because there's
transition.
no sweet in it.
See,
You know,
I feel like people are still gonna say unsweet tea, and
will.
it's just too far gone.
That's why
It's-
we have
it's just
camps.
so mainstream.
That's why we have camps.
Re-education camps.
But
Yeah, I think that's what the Nazis called it.
I worked yesterday.
Well,
and,
they had some good ideas.
This is not helping your case.
One thing you notice when people buy, kind of off topic, one thing you notice when people buy like expensive pizza is they will try to get away with little things
Yeah.
after they've received their food. Like yesterday, I was working. I was by myself. Kevin wasn't there, and this person ordered like a big ass pizza. It was like $30, and his order's done. He's walking out, and before he walks out the door, he turns and he sits his pizza on the table. And he just kind of stares there for a second. He opens up the pizza box.
Did he grab Parmesan shaker?
No, he proceeds to take all the napkins out of the whole thing. He does not leave a single napkin. This man takes all the napkins from this table and just puts them in the pizza box, takes the Parmesan and red pepper flake shakers, and just dumps those on his pizza. Right? It leaves this table looking like someone just dived on it, right? Just straight through this table, and then just leaves like, have a good day. Like, I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
In my mind, I just want to go out there and just assault this man.
I wish you could hear the gaping mouth and the wide eyes that I'm staring at Jackie
There
just
is-
Right?
listening
Like,
to
it's
this
so-
man
You have
abolish a
no
pizza.
idea how common it is where someone will get their food, they will sit down their food, pick up a Parmesan shaker, twist off the lid, and just dump it in.
No.
Yeah,
It happens so often.
And they eat it or they just leave it?
No, they just
they
took
put
the
it-
Parmesan.
They just dumped the Parmesan in their box.
So they can have
Like,
it
not
later.
on the pizza, like on the side.
Yeah.
That way when they get home, they can, like,
So,
sprinkle it
so
on.
people put, like in the ghetto are ordering pizza at your place. Like they don't want to pay for Parmesan, so they're just.
No. They've paid so much that they think they're entitled to
That's
free
the thing.
shit.
Okay.
Our food is expensive, so people will try to get away with
$28
little
is
things.
not bad for a large pizza.
Mhm.
I don't understand why people think that's bad.
Because Little Caesars is a thing where you can get cardboard.
Little Caesars is not great.
You can get
It's
cardboard
okay.
with melted red crayons for $5.
It's not. I would eat it. I'm not above eating Little Caesars, but I'm saying you're paying for what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like saying going to a farmer's market is saying it's overpriced compared to Walmart's prices.
It is. I will pay so much. I will pay so much more money if it's got pesticides in it.
I'll pay more money if it's got pesticides. Please
I wanna
kill me
feel my
early.
insides slowly being eaten.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
great.
another little thing, this doesn't really even apply to a pizza place. It just applies to like fast
Just-
food or work in general.
Just anything with like food or
Yeah,
what?
anything with food. I don't understand when like you'll tell someone a price. Like yesterday, this guy ordered a salad, and I was like, "Your total's gonna be $8.18," and he's like, "Really? $8.18 for a salad? What do you want me to do?" Actually, no, it's not. It's actually $5.
well,
I'm
sorry.
lying to you.
I wish you would have said that. Like,
I don't. I feel like that's what people want me to be. It's like, no, I'm completely lying to you right now,
No,
sir.
nah, just kidding. April Fools.
Okay, so for apples at my place, it is $2.50 a pound, I believe, somewhere around there.
Who gets apples by the pound?
Well, it's
Smart move.
you buy apples and then you weigh them, and then that's what they price them by. They don't
Yeah.
price them by a singular apple.
Okay,
And
but could I get a single apple?
you can, yeah.
Is that worth it?
Is it worth it? It depends on the size of the apple.
Okay.
You can buy an apple and it can range anywhere from 50 cents to $1.75.
How big is a 50-cent apple?
50-cent apple?
Could I swallow a
It's-
50-cent apple whole?
It's like an orange size.
To be fair, I can't unhinge my jaw like a snake.
No, it's about orange size.
'Kay.
But these two kids walk in, and of course they abuse the fudge. Like I can give samples of fudge.
Yeah,
And-
they were just like beating it because it was mean to them.
no,
Because they had a bad day at
I told them their
work.
limit. It's like 2 samples each.
Yeah.
And they obviously they both get 2 samples each, and they split it in between both of them so they get the most amount of fudge possible. Which I don't care. I mean, it's not my fudge.
That fudge had a black eye after that. They had a really hard day at work.
I almost had to call the cops for domestic abuse. But so they don't order obviously. They get 2 apples, and it's like 280 something I think, I don't know. And for 2 apples, and they're like, that's like more than $1 an apple. And they're like, and I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Got
they're-
it on the nose.
That's
And-
what people say, man. They'll bring up like the price of the food, and they expect you to be like, "Oh, you're not happy? Well, let me change that."
I'm sorry, man.
It is $4 for a packet of Dippin' Dots though.
You're the first person who's ever actually confronted us with this. We're lowering the prices right now.
You know, sir, I heard the passion in your voice when you said that 8.18 was too much. I am taking a damn stand in this business.
I'm going on strike until they
You
lower
will pay
the
me
salads.
$5, and they will accept it. I will not stop at anything.
Kane
until
just
these
about took a
prices
spit
are
take there.
revolted.
You're the Martin Luther King Jr.
Of
pizza.
salads. There's
Salads.
This is just for the salads, man. You don't even
The
wanna hear-
pizzas are reasonably priced. It's just
No,
the salad.
You don't want to hear someone complain about the price of the pizza. I'll go Gandhi on this.
Yeah.
I will emulate myself.
I will
for
be a different world leader for each different.
I really hope
type
I
of
used that
food.
word right. Emulate means set on fire by gasoline.
Immolate.
Emulate. I said emulate.
Gandhi was a
God.
straight up savage, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know one thing that Gandhi did
fuck.
when the British told him he wasn't? They weren't allowed to. They put like a heavy tax on salt, and you weren't allowed to make salt in India.
Yeah.
And salt's like really important to food everywhere,
Uh-huh.
but most
Obviously.
importantly in India. He got a bunch of people. He got a bunch of people and just went, "We're going to the sea." And so they went to the sea, and they all got like pans. And straight up started boiling the water to leave behind the salt. And then was like, "What are you gonna do about it, cowards?
A coward.
I got a full pot of salt now. What are you gonna do?"
Just shoot him in the face, point blank.
Yo,
Yeah.
sea salt's better than regular salt.
Definitely.
Is there a difference?
Yeah, there is.
What's the difference?
It's just the taste. Like the taste.
One tastes like fish.
no,
One tastes like
well,
fish and
one,
shit.
One tastes like Gandhi's.
One tastes like super salty, like as salt can get,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one's like mildish salt, but it tastes like something different.
Why
I
are we
can't.
doing like Taco Bell sauces of salt? Be like mild or hot. Or
I'm sorry. Is sea salt the mild salt?
Sea salt's the mild salt.
Yeah, I don't want to have to use more salt to get it reasonably salty.
I don't like all the salt gives me.
Excuse me.
Doesn't make any
I
sense.
don't like all the salt gives me.
The amount of salt I get in my salt is assaulting.
These shitty puns.
Straight up, I saw someone at my
Straight
work.
out of goofs.
Straight up, I saw someone at my work. They had a sandwich, and I walked past their table, and they were opening up the sandwich and just drowning it in salt.
Okay.
And that felt like a personal assault on me. It felt like a test. Like I would be like, "Oh no, ma'am, I'm so sorry.
Ma'ams.
We don't. I'm sorry, ma'am.
My ma'am.
No, I'm sorry, miss. No, we don't do that here.
We don't do that here.
No, we're
Where's
people.
Where's your carer?
I thought you were gonna say something about like I felt like that was a personal offense. Like
Yeah.
I didn't make it well enough, so you had to drown it in salt.
No. It felt like some sort of riddle.
Oh, like you had to
Where-
solve this.
Yeah, like I
Give
had
the
to-
correct answer.
I had to go over to her and go like, no. Where's the rest of your group? Like she was with a group of autistic people. Like, no, sit that down.
You want to tell that joke?
Not, oh yeah, oh Jackie's joke.
It's Jackie's joke.
The
You gotta
guitar
tell it.
joke.
The guitar.
Wait, what?
The guitar joke?
I'm lost.
What's more acoustic?
I'm lost.
Really?
You don't know the joke?
We remember your
lost.
joke better
This
than
is
you
the
do?
funniest joke Jackie's ever made. It is, what's more acoustic, the guitar or the player?
Oh, that one.
And I think that is the funniest thing he's ever said.
Oh, man, I don't even remember that.
Pretty good.
See,
dude.
all my humor is either hit or miss because everything's spontaneous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
can-
don't
can see
remember
that.
half of it.
I don't ever make up any of my humor. I just hear it from somebody else and tell it to somebody else and act like it's mine.
Uh-huh.
And then like I'm momentarily funny and I appreciate that.
Good job, Amy Schumer.
I don't think I've ever told you this joke. It's a feminist joke or anti-feminist joke. I've got two feminist jokes. Yes.
Yeah.
I just remembered the other one. It's I just hit a woman with my car. Is it my fault or hers? It's my fault. Shouldn't have been driving in that kitchen.
Wow.
Oh, one of my favorites is
That's more of like a 50s joke.
my favorite is why the dead hooker crashed her car.
Because
She's a woman. That's the joke.
Why isn't Abraham Lincoln a good driver? Because he's dead.
Because he's dead. Clearly.
My other feminist joke is what's the difference between an M16 and a feminist?
What?
The M16 only has one trigger.
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
So,
See, man, we've got our work
Ja-
stories.
Jackie, I have a question for you. What was the time you remember that you almost died?
Yeah, have you ever died? Almost died.
Almost died.
All right, so
Yeah, that's the moment of recognition.
Watch Power
Like-
Rangers
all right,
once.
so my bike out there,
Mhm.
I was riding.
Jackie rides sort of a motorized bike, basically.
illegally.
It looks like a motorcycle.
Yes, completely illegally, fucking savage. It's
So
Still wears a
cool.
helmet though.
So I was turning.
The helmet's for different reasons.
I've got two different. What was that laugh?
If something's funny but not really funny, I'll give like two really hard laughs and stop
That was
laughing.
the
and
loudest
immediately
laugh
frown.
I've
Yeah.
ever heard for a split second. But I was turning, and I was paying attention. This lady in front of me was not. I was turning onto a road for our main high school, so obviously
Yeah.
there's some student drivers. And I'm riding along, keeping my distance, and all of a sudden she just no turning signal, just left. Just I'm gonna go left. And
Left
it was
now.
like this little gravel road, so I had no idea that she would even think about turning there. So I had to split second go to between her and the curb, which is like 6 inches maybe, like a Subway sandwich length of room, like between her and this curb, it going like 35. Right between her, and
Wait,
I just look behind and give her the bird, and she didn't even see me because she was on her phone.
It's important. Was it a horizontal or vertical subway?
You just reminded me. Thank you for saying on her phone. I saw the best thing yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know how some people have like the GPS thing where it suctions to your windshield?
Yeah.
Woman had her cell phone on her windshield with like her texting, her texts and stuff, and then she had another phone in her other hand,
Yeah.
like calling somebody. I'm just like, the fact that you're not dead deserves a medal.
I remember seeing one of those suction cups on the windshield, and someone had a fucking tablet on it.
Oh my god!
Like a full
I can
iPad.
imagine that, to be honest.
So-
by the way, we're slowly like letting people know where we are.
Yeah, exactly.
And Jackie has just dropped like 2 bombs in this.
I
one.
have a hiding boner story.
Oh, dude, everybody
Dude, I
has
love
one of
writing
them.
boner stories.
Oh wait,
I
should we
was-
do the weirdest place we've jacked off just so I can tell mine?
It's fair. It's a
His
great
is-
way to introduce.
Yeah, but this is before this.
Okay.
So I went to Washington D.C.
Yeah.
With my family. It doesn't matter the reasons. So we went to Washington. I went to Washington
And
D.C.
we
with
come
my.
full circle to the 2017
Yeah,
election.
yeah, actually, I went to Washington D.C. with my mom and her friend and her friend's like kid and one of her friends. I don't know them. They. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Why do you have your phone up like that?
No reason.
So weird.
I got a timer on.
Yeah, they live in a town. They live in a town away from us. So I was basically, oh my god, basically, it was like a 8-hour drive. It was crazy. We had to go through West Virginia, which if you're ever gonna go through any state, don't let it be West Virginia. It's a nightmare there.
Is it just not good?
No,
Any state that there's 2 of, you know it's just the worst.
they've never left the 50s.
What are the worst states you can think of? The Dakotas and the Virginias.
Hey, I take that as a personal offense.
The 50s never ended in West Virginia. I don't think they have power.
They're still drinking black coffee and hitting women in sundresses.
We were driving. I saw a deer skeleton on the road. It had fully decomposed, like bones had been bleached, like it was out in the desert. Society had not reached there.
Jesus.
So I was in the car, and these two people were sitting. These two girls were sitting next to me. And I
And they
was
took
going
off their dresses.
No.
Because it's the 50s.
No.
And they're all wearing dresses.
I was going to. So I was gonna take a nap, and I got that like pre-nap boner, and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
This is the bad situation. So I turned and started to, like, lean further and further into the door, but it started to look like I was gonna open the door and like bail. I woke up and basically I had like completely flipped around, like I was on my back. Like no, I was on my stomach, and the car like against the seat. And my dick was in like a crevice.
Yeah.
Like hiding.
Okay, not bad. Yeah.
And everybody just looked at me when I woke up like, what happened to you?
Alright, so I've got a bit of a
Wait, same story, but kindergarten nap time.
What?
No, I'm joking.
Oh my god.
So,
Kindergarten nap time. I was a teacher.
This is a story. Oh my god.
That's pretty alright, Jackie. Go ahead.
No, but,
Follow that up.
So, you know, erections are weird. I was, had my headset on, have like an $80 headset,
Yeah.
and I'm playing some Xbox, and I'm about to go to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Just got a hard on. Don't know why.
Just Overwatch got you so into
About to
it.
go to bed, right?
Yo,
And
Overwatch.
so what I do is I sit my headset on the edge of my TV, like hook it around,
Yeah.
and my controller was sitting on the table, so there's like a big C of the cord
Mhm.
going from my TV to my my table, and I turn my Xbox on. I stand up, turn, and the erection catches the cord, rips my headset off of my TV onto the floor, and it broke.
Broke.
I broke
You
my
broke your headset
an
with your
erection.
dick.
You're allowed to, I think that's the only time you're allowed to tell that story. Like you get a discount when buying a new headset. They're like, oh man, nice.
Right. Like it was so oh, Jesus.
Dakota,
It was just
Dakota-
it was
Jackie
just one of
almost
these,
fell back.
like,
Yeah, Jackie
get
almost
up and
snapped his neck.
turn and just boom.
so I've heard Dakota's weirdest place he's jerked off. He's a monster.
Alright,
You
so
hear
we're all
mine?
gonna tell a story, right? Of,
Yeah.
Like, Jackie, you got one right?
Alright, you want to hear
Yeah.
the weirdest place I've
No,
ever
Well,
been?
no,
he-
I'm gonna go
he
first
goes
because
first.
I
Because his
probably
is the
Donald
worst.
Trump everybody. Yeah, you need to be closer. You're too far away, my dude.
They're trying to control me.
So, okay.
Do what you tell me.
Everybody gets like the urge every now and then where it's like, oh, I got to.
No, I've never gotten that.
Jackie?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, it's just.
It's just me.
Yeah.
Still stems back
Well,
to my
at least
kindergarten
2/3.
Yeah, at
people.
least 2/3 of people.
So, we don't fly anywhere for vacation,
Yeah.
and we're driving to Florida.
Story never gets any
this
easier.
car at the time has 3 layers: driver, midsection,
And
back.
comer. The cum seats.
Yeah, the cum seats.
It's like the nosebleeds.
nosebleeds.
Gets
Yeah.
his name from me, because
Quit grabbing your dick.
I'm in
Sorry, I
I'm
did
in
the
the
pitch wrong.
back sleeping, or not? Everybody's sleeping. My mom's in the passenger seat sleeping. My dad's driving. My sister's in the mid seat sleeping. I'm in the back, just like I really got jack off. So I do very quietly and very slowly.
What to what?
To what?
To what?
I just thought of stuff.
You just
Just thought
I
of my
didn't have
sister
anything
right
with
in
me.
front of me.
thought of my dad driving the car.
Yeah, no.
Just thought of
No, but-
thought of us plowing into
Have you
another
guys
car,
have
and
you
they
guys
just
never
got
done that
so
before, though?
raging.
Only done it through imagination?
No,
Seriously?
No.
Dude, it's harder than it
we
sounds.
don't live in the 40s.
It's hard, and I don't use anything.
Why would you limit yourself? We
Oh, yeah.
have this amazing technology.
Yeah,
Let's piss
yes,
on it.
he probably doesn't know.
Yeah.
I don't use anything.
He raw dogs it.
Yeah.
Raw dog? I mean, I can see it.
Yeah,
What?
it's not that hard.
Am I saying I would do it? No.
It's not that difficult.
But
You
I
get-
can see
okay,
it.
first of all, too explicit to go into detail, or maybe?
maybe.
Okay, well,
So-
we'll save that for private conversation or an 18 and over
Yeah.
thing.
Mhm.
But seriously, like that, it's not that bad.
All right, so mine.
Mime.
So last.
That's why you eat pineapple
I'm in
pie,
my
because it
senior.
tastes
I'm in my
better.
senior year
What?
right now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm in my senior year right now. Last year is my junior year. And the school I go to is small, so anytime we have to do anything, we have to go to like a separate building. It's right
Yeah.
next to a Boys and Girls Club. Find us.
Find me.
But so we had to take the ACT last year, and we had to take it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, same
So
as us.
I knew I wasn't gonna pass this.
Mhm.
Like I went in there fully knowing it.
Oh,
So
I forgot that this was a jack-off story, and I got instantly worried.
Oh yeah, I forgot too. Had you tried out the ACT?
when it comes to my jack-off stories, it's a roller coaster. Trust me. But so I finished it really early, and I was bored.
No.
Because
No, Jackie, no.
I couldn't sleep because I can't sleep with like people behind me. Like I can sleep on like a couch because my back's to the couch, but I'm like in the middle. Like the tables are all lined up. I'm in the middle of this room. This is the Boys and Girls Club basketball court. Just sitting there. So I'm like, screw this. So I go to the bathroom.
Middle of center court, just slinging on.
No, so I go to the bathroom, right? And I was like half asleep when I went in there. And I'm in there for like 15 minutes.
Oh my
Doing
god.
the dirty. You know.
I thought you were just gonna pocket one off, like in the middle of everybody.
No,
Because that happened once.
Don't ever say pocket one off in front of me again.
No, in 7th grade.
If I'm
Dude,
gonna
I
do it-
saw a dude in the back, straight out, just like in his basketball shorts, with his hand in his pocket, just
going to town?
Just going to town.
Like
Taking
I said,
himself
I
to
went in there-
dinner.
Like I said, I was,
you reminded me.
He straight up set up candles.
I was half asleep when I went in there. I was in there for like 15 minutes. I come back out wide awake. Like,
Jacking
just,
off probably
like,
helped you with the ACT.
Slightly... Not,
Sticky.
I tried... No. No, but I
Moist.
waited until like I stopped heavy breathing, and I just went back, and I just sat in the chair. And I was
Heavy
like, yeah.
breathing?
And
Heavy
I just,
breathing.
you know
What's
when you
wrong
just-
with you?
You know how
No.
it works.
I'm not that out of shape,
Bullshit.
Jackie.
Bullshit.
Okay, but you have been on the toilet before you're taking a crap, and like it gets too intense. You gotta take your shirt off, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it just gets hot.
Oh, I take all my clothes off. If I can.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
I'll
never
go
tried
naked.
that before. No, I have. I had to get out of the shower wet.
It is
and
liberating.
I had to get out of the shower wet, and I had to poop real bad.
No, if it's a super intense one, dude, I'll pop a sumo for him. Like
Oh,
leg.
I can't do that because
and
it'll
leg
splash too much.
Over the bowl, full squat, hands on knees.
Oh my god.
I can't do that for two reasons. If your cheeks are together, it ain't right.
Cheeks together, toes apart.
If your cheeks are together, it's touching like a whole bunch of cheeks.
So
coming
this is
out.
this is a real question.
Okay.
When you wipe, do you
Was this my question?
What direction do I go?
do you stand up or sit down?
Oh, it's like, am I off the seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm off the seat.
Yeah, same, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Okay.
I don't want to get
But
my hand too close.
Yeah. Also, real question: when you shit at school, do you?
I
Have,
don't.
You never did?
No, never.
I mean, I didn't want to, but sometimes you have to, and I got over it eventually.
I
How-
shit in
what?
a urinal once.
Wait, what?
That's a better story.
So, back in middle school, I think it was,
Uh-huh.
it was 6th or 7th grade. It wasn't the last year of middle school. But like everybody would go in the bathrooms on break. And
Yeah.
this was when vaping was a thing.
Okay.
And every well, it still is a thing, but it was when vaping was like the new thing and the cool thing,
Uh-huh.
and everybody going there to vape.
Yeah.
And like everyone was like, "Oh my god, we're so edgy doing this." I'm like, "You guys aren't edgy. You guys wouldn't do anything edgy." And they're like, "No."
I'd do the edgiest thing ever.
No, and then
Shitting in a
somebody was
urinal.
Like, you wouldn't do anything edgier either. Take a shit in that urinal.
That's how you did.
Popped a squat in that urinal. No, let me tell you.
Do you take pride in knowing that
Let-
someone had to pick that up and like flush
let
it?
me tell you, when I got done, the pride that I stood up with.
Now we went to the same middle school, right? Yeah, I remember hearing this. I remember hearing this story from like the principal.
Yeah.
Like the principal came up and was like, "Hey, someone pooped in the urinal." And
Your boy's
he like
never caught in the poop.
he like he came to class. He came class to class like asking people, "Did you poop in the urinal?" Like
Like anyone's gonna fess up.
yeah, I thought the person who did it was like a hero.
What if
No, but
what
you
if
know-
someone did it stood up like I did it?
I
Would
did.
it? Who would have been?
I'm
like
the poop
would-
bandit.
would have been
Everyone
the most
stands
hero
up.
person.
Everyone stands up. I'm the poop bandit.
Dude, do you know that
So, and
feeling?
we know who it is by the last person sitting down.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely that one.
You know that feeling you get whenever you like sink a half-court shot?
Uh-huh.
Like
Yeah,
you've
yeah.
been trying for like 45 times,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
just boom, swish this half-court shot.
Shit, sorry.
That's how I felt whenever I stood up from this area. I stood up, zipped on the pants. I'm just like, ah!
Okay, so I kind of touched on something in the middle of his story whenever
Like your uncle.
And,
Fucking lawn darted.
no, but it was the like that's why you eat pineapple. 'Cause
Yeah.
it makes your cum taste good.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like that.
How do you know that?
No, that's a tip on like porn stars and stuff. Is like, but no, seriously, I'm not joking about this. Like, whenever a girl is gonna be doing like a blowjob or anything,
Yeah.
and like she's gonna be like, doing that, like swallowing and stuff. she'll like might go up to you like, hey, can you eat pineapple for like a few weeks before this? And he'll be like, sure, as a courtesy. And like they say it's like supposed to taste like much better, less salty.
My
and everything.
semen probably tastes like bile.
Yeah, because
That
you
was your
only eat
semen.
pizza.
Pizza.
Pizza and like mac and cheese.
It probably tastes like tar, like straight sewage.
Yeah.
I know one thing. We can touch back on some work stories because I get so triggered from the littlest things. Like a customer could like tell me or just complain to me about the prices for 20 minutes. I wouldn't care. But if they call something the wrong name, I want to shoot them in the face.
Oh my god!
Like we have this thing called stuffed breadsticks. Basically, dough, cheese, fold, cheese.
It's basically like a sandwich that got fried.
Yeah, it's like
Without
it's like
vegetables.
it's like a cheese bread sandwich, and you can get pizza toppings in it.
Yeah.
And the most popular thing people just
Always
put
get sausage pepperoni. Yeah.
People always just get pepperoni in them, and they are called stuffed pepperoni breadsticks.
And we
If
get
I had a nickel,
every time it is pepperoni sticks or pepperoni pizza sticks,
no,
which is the worst.
This person like called and was like, "Can I get some pizza sticks?" No, you can't.
No, you cannot, miss.
You can't. You know what? They're not a thing.
Okay, we had someone. All right, this is a big deal when you work at a farmer's market. Okay.
Yeah.
Made 'em sure.
This might not be a big deal to you guys, but someone came in. We sell cabbage. We used to. We don't do it anymore because autumn or fall, whatever you call it.
My cabbages.
But someone comes in and they bring up this cabbage, and I'm like, so you want this whole head of cabbage? And they go, isn't this lettuce?
Oh my god.
And I straight up dropped like down to like the Saigon squat right behind the counter, just laughing, and they start like laughing with me.
They come up with a
And, like-
carrot. It's like, so you just want this carrot? That's an orange, fam. I've seen oranges before. You're stupid. Like they're mad at you about it.
Okay, even better than that. Someone brought up a cantaloupe and said, so this watermelon's pretty ripe. How much can I get for it?" And I
Could
was-
you tell if they were kidding or were they dead
No,
serious
no,
thinking this was
no,
a
no.
watermelon?
This was an old lady, probably had like Alzheimer's or something, and like was like how much is this like really ripe watermelon? And I was very new, so I stayed dead face. Like
No, man,
that's
I
a
would've
cantaloupe.
thought-
man.
I would have been like, yo, it's $2.50.
They come up with like a Pepsi, and it's like, yeah, I
You
think
sell
your
Pepsi.
yeah, they come up with like a Pepsi, and they're like, yeah, man, I think your water's gone bad.
No, I remember,
Can I get this Beepus?
Can I get
So-
this straight beepus?
you know, the pizza place, you go through a ton of those, like, the little green peppers. The correct pronunciation is pepperoncinis.
Pepperoncinis, yeah.
Yeah, it's not that. You're
I know,
right.
I
See what
know.
I mean?
I call them
Autism
banana
spreads
peppers, though.
vastly.
Autism speaks.
I call them
But
banana peppers.
They're called pepperoncinis.
They're not banana
or-
peppers.
I know.
Banana peppers are
Or-
a separate thing, you animal.
Okay, don't trigger. Or they're called pepperoncinis normally in the U.S. Well, people always mess them up pepperoncinis, like this dumbass, or like pepperoncinis,
My
also
favorite.
like this dumbass.
Oh my god, my favorite. A guy came up to me, and I was like, and he was like, yeah, he'd say his name, and I was like, okay, I'll be so much money. And he's like, and can I get an addition of some pepperoncinis?
Pepperoncinis.
That's the correct pronunciation.
And that was my favorite thing I've heard in my entire life.
This struck me really deep. One time, this lady called them pepperoni peppers. Right? And this was a big deal to me for like 3 days because it was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever heard, and I didn't hear it again for
You shouldn't have corrected her.
like a month, right? And then like a month later, I told Kaden I'm in Subway. I'm just getting some Subway after school, and this lady in front of me is like, yeah, let me get the pickled peppers on that. And he's like, the banana peppers? No, the pepperoni peppers. I'm like, is this the same lady? Like, I honestly just wanted to, like, grab my foot long and just baseball bat her with it.
Funny story. Before they're chopped up, I like to have those like as a whole pepper.
Yeah.
And I'll just get a bowl of them. That's my snack. I love just eating those things straight up. It's fun.
Yeah.
But I only eat the flaccid ones.
You've got like a pocket full of like loose, just mushy peppers.
Now, do you make
They're
the
not mushy.
do
Okay.
you make the flaccid peppers eat pineapple?
What is wrong with you?
Just asking.
Anyway, so like if I get one and it's a crisp boy, I won't eat it. It's like it's too much crunch.
Excuse me?
It's too much crunch. I won't like it.
I don't. We're ending the podcast now. This podcast is over. That was a good podcast.
Yeah, it's pretty good.